Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Over the last several days, I've made a video like this. And then yesterday I made one where you could have interlocking rings. And then I thought, and I actually stated that in yesterday's video, this would be pretty cool to have like a pattern of a frame. It's actually easier than the three-sided one. So all I did was and I made some copies. I've rotated 4 circles around the center of these two ovals or ellipses. And I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 15 inches. And I'm going to fill that in and move it up. And then I'm going to take away, I'm going to go up to object. Well, you know what? I can take away the whole, I'm going to group it. And I'm going to just take away these circles because that really doesn't matter now. And I'm going to group this together, Control G, and I'm going to nudge that up. And I've only done this once, so pardon me if I make a mistake. I'm going to left click, right click. And this is where we need to figure out where we're going to put that. So I'm going to Control G to group this, Control D to duplicate it, and I'm going to just move it up. This is where, you know what, I think right there is going to kind of look the best. I'm not quite there. Let me move it down just a little bit. I want those two pieces touching. I think that'll be good enough. Now, this is kind of going to help us because now we can take our Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Let's nudge it over and nudge it over. And that's going to make our ring. Now, I would like to add interacting fill tool here, but I think I can do that afterwards. All right, Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. And this is probably where we could figure out how much to nudge it up. If we take our parallel dimension tool and put it right there on the midpoint and go right there, we got 8.88. So let's try this. Let's change our nudge factor to 8.88. Let's go Control D to duplicate it and look at that. This is a lot easier than the other way, than the try with 3. So now what we need to do, I'm gonna go all the way over here. So I got plenty of room. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rings. For right now, that doesn't matter that they're filled in. So I'm gonna go ahead and take away the fill. And I don't think that's gonna matter right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and go object and group it together. And then I'm gonna Control D to duplicate it. And I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees. And if I can get it right there at that midpoint and have it snap to the midpoint of the other one, you know what, I wonder if well, I'm just gonna go with this. Now, there's some extra, I'm pretty close, but I'm not perfect. Let's get it a little perfecter. I make up words. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. And I'm actually nudging really little because I'm really big. So I'm going to call that good. Now we need to delete some lines that are going to be double. Some of these lines don't matter because I think if we take it right now and still fill it in with black, we're going to get the right amount. But we're going to have to smart fill some of them. But I'm going to take away these lines that are double that I don't want, because that shouldn't show up. And I'm going to go ahead and take away those. I don't really think that's going to matter, but why not just go ahead and take them out of the picture? Because I think that's going to, see, the bad thing is, now that we've broken this, we can't just right click black. But the good thing is that we can take our Smart Fill tool and just fill all this stuff in. And look at that. Now here's probably the good thing. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, mirror it one way and then the other way. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm going to go ahead and take away the fill on both these. And I don't know why. I would think that would snap right to it. I guess there's so much going on. Now, it's going to be a little bit of work because I don't think now we can just fill it in. We can. Wow, it took away the lines. So you could do that like this. You could do it longer frame. You know, if we take this and take away the lines by right-clicking no outline, let's see if we can't nudge that out of the way. I still got my nudge factor set low. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Anyway, that's a pretty cool way to make a frame. Now, I might make a second video to see if I can't interlock these. I've got a little bitty mistake right there. That should be easily fixed. Well, I'd have to ungroup it. And, well, let's just do it. Go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup. Probably have to do it again. I'm going to ungroup all. Things like that can be fixed. That was probably something I did. Well, that ain't going to work. You could actually just, that's a little bit off there too. You could actually take a 2-point line or a 3-point line and just kind of, you know, if you were just going to print this, there you go. Then take away the line. It should be on both sides. Yeah, it's on both sides. It was just something I did earlier. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.